one of the things that was done by the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, he said, اطلعت في الجنة فرأيت أكثر أهلها الفقراء. I looked into Jannah and saw that the majority of the inhabitants were poor. So this whole idea of poor people being less than was changed with Islam. And the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, said, يدخل فقراء الجنة قبل أغنياء ب500 عام. And poor people will enter Jannah 500 years before rich people. So the thing that has been done is that the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, made poor people dignified. Some of his great companions were dignified. Having said that, also the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, made the wealthy people, made them feel responsible for their brothers, because inna hadhi ummatukum ummatan wahida wa ana rabbukum fa'budun. This ummah of yours is one ummah, and I am your Lord, so worship me. So the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, made a bond of brotherhood between these Muslims, the blacks and the whites and the Arabs and the non-Arabs and the Persians and the men and the women and the rich and the poor. They were one ummah, and they were a magnificent brotherhood. So that the Prophet, so it was said about the Prophet, Akha Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam bayna Abdurrahman ibn Auf wa Sa'd ibn Rabi'a. And the Prophet, peace and blessing be upon him, made a bond of brotherhood between some of the poor muhajirin and the Ansar. He made a bond of brotherhood because some of the Muslims who left Mecca, like Abdurrahman ibn Auf, who had been rich but gave everything for Islam, and therefore when he came to Medina, he had nothing. So the Prophet in his wisdom paired him with Sa'd ibn al-Rabi'a, the wealthiest of the Ansar. And he didn't do what, he wasn't afraid of what Governor Romney, well, we ain't gonna redistribute no wealth. Shut up. Ignorant. He didn't tax them like that. So Sa'd ibn Rabi'a, he said to Abdurrahman ibn Auf, he said, listen, I'm the richest of the Ansar. This is my wealth. Take half of it.